The biggest mistake that the new meditator makes, drum roll please, you guessed it, going to battle with one's own thoughts. It's holding thoughts as an enemy to meditation, as obstacles to what we should be experiencing. I'm trying to meditate, not this thought. I'm trying to meditate, so I'm going to push that away. I'm going to resist this. I'm going to twist and turn and manipulate and try to control my experience. Control is opposed to effective meditation. Going to battle with your thoughts. After teaching hundreds upon hundreds, probably over 1,000 by now, people meditation, the number one thematic obstacle is people are under the impression, the belief, the narrative that they need to clear their mind in order to meditate effectively. Once I can clear my mind, then I can meditate. So then what that framing invites in is effort and control and manipulation. Granted, there are lots of different meditation techniques. I teach Vedic meditation, and the hallmark of Vedic meditation, as is with some other techniques, is effortlessness and surrender. As we start to go to battle with the mind, we actually start generating that which we want less of. There's a law of consciousness here, a law of how the human mind works, and that is resistance is persistence. That which we resist, that which we energetically push against, that's what we actually get more of. Consciousness is affirming rather than negating. That means that it only knows and expands upon what it is seeing. Capital S. Wherever the light is shining, that is what is getting amplified. Even if it's that I don't want this, I want less of this, I don't want this, no more of this. Even though you're saying you don't want it, your attention, your consciousness is shining, it's feeding that which you say you don't want. Resistance is futile in this case. You're investing in what you don't want, and therefore you're getting more of it. So the trick here, the secret, the trapdoor, which really shows up in consistent practice over time, is the opposite of resistance. What is that? Full embrace, full allowance, a narrative of saying, yes, this experience is allowed as it is, and that interpretation has many depths. The allowance of your experience has so much depth to it. Surrender is a diamond of depth. In other words, we can experience greater and greater, more expansive, more fully expressed surrender in different moments. So the opposite of resistance is the depth of full embrace, full allowance, releasing control, aligning with what is. Now, in Vedic meditation, we use a particular mantra. In many other techniques, there's a mantra which means mind vehicle. It's a vehicle for the mind. Other techniques may use an affirmation or a feeling or a visualization or the breath or maybe there's a guided element coming from an external source. In most meditation techniques, there is a primary object of attention that acts as our anchor for our consciousness. It's where we're resting our attention in some fashion during the experience. It's what provides the through line for the experience as all of these other influx of content comes in and disappears. Thoughts, body sensations, emotions, sounds in the environment, anything and everything. And as you meditate, you'll experience this. Anything and everything will come up in meditation. So amidst all of this other content, usually what's involved is having some sort of anchor or set point. And that is where your attention, your conscious awareness rests on, or in some cases focuses upon, not for Vedic, but for some other techniques, it asks that you focus upon an object of attention. In all cases, what you put your attention on grows. So don't fall into the trap of the beginning meditator and live by the narrative that thoughts are bad, thoughts aren't supposed to be here, thoughts are getting in the way of my experience. I invite you to flip the script, to say yes to your thoughts, to include your thoughts and emotions, sensations, and sounds as part of your meditation. Say yes. And in doing so, experience the freedom of those things entering your consciousness and dissolving. Resistance is persistence. Full embrace provides the gift of the opposite of persistence, which is release, evaporation, disillusion. In other words, that which you say yes to, that which you align with, disappears. It leaves entirely, or it changes shape. The universe is tricky in this way. When you say no, 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 the universe is like, yep, still here. And when you say, okay, how this is perfectly okay, and I'm here aligned with it, as it, through it. And when we come to terms with the present, when we build an amicable relationship with the present, when our yes to the present starts to become more deep, more full, more clear, that's when the present is offered the space and the life to breathe and expand and change and evolve with more fruition, more expediency. The Vedas teach us that control is opposed to evolution. That's true of our experience in meditation. It's true of our experience in life. The flip side of that, creativity, freedom, allowance, surrender, all of those elements, the opposite of control, those are in the flow of evolution. So that's the same way it is in meditation. We allow our thoughts, we say yes to our experience, we use the technique of our choice as instructed, and then we're gifted the experience of dropping in to some unique state or experience. We allow ourselves to drop into deeper states of consciousness and meditation through our fluid, dynamic, adaptable, aligned relationship with everything else that comes up. If we start to go to battle, if we start to resist, if we start to fight, if we start to try to manipulate our experience, that is what actually has a buoying, a buoying effect on the mind. Resistance is excitation. Allowance is de-excitation. It's the difference between a wave rising into excitation through no, 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 and the wave settling down into its oceanic base through yes, 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 yes. Feel the difference. Feel into those energies of resistance and allowance, and play with it in your meditation. I invite you to play with more and more surrender, more and more yesness, and consistency is king and queen. So keep showing up to your meditations. Be slow to judge what meditation is, what you're getting out of it, who you're becoming as a result. It's not a pill. It's not a quick fix. Props to you for engaging in the process, but please know it's a process of integration and evolution over time. There may be even some points in the journey where it feels like, oh my God, like I feel like I'm backtracking or I feel thrown off here. What's going on? That too is part of the journey. And there's a bit of a reconciliation of whatever it is you've been holding on to energetically, emotionally, physically, spiritually, whatever you've been holding on to from the past, that's what gets to come up and out as you move forward. So there's a flavor of what's been inside you as it comes up and out as you move forward. There's a little bit of retox in the detox energetically on many layers. And perhaps that's for a different video, but know that meditation is an investment into yourself in the long run, and it's going to sustainably and exponentially support your evolution. So release your grip on the timing and the immediate outcomes. Continue to show up for your practice. Continue to get to the chair, and then have the courage and the faith to let go and trust the power of your chosen technique to work on you, through you, and for you. My name is Matthew Spangler of the Meditation Effect. It's been an honor to share with you today. If you're interested in delving more into this discussion on a personal level, or perhaps you'd like to discuss the opportunity to work with me in person or virtually in a meditation training and or life coaching context, please reach out to me at themeditationeffect.com. You can also reach my email at matt, M-A-T-T, at themeditationeffect.com. Until next time, be well, continue to stay committed to your evolution, continue to get to your meditation chair. As you show up for your practice, it will show up for you. Namaste.